left Umarunga. I was really impressed with the Bupa Falls. It's a really beautiful area, and the trip up to here has been really nice down the Kunene River. We're on to Van Zyls Pass today. I'm a little nervous about that, to be honest. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, the campsite was pretty good. Has all the amenities you want. There's actually quite a few campsites next to each other. It's very sort of similar, but the Umarunga is pretty good. It's one of the Gondwana collection campsites. So you have a Gondwana card, you can actually get discount for that, either as a Namibian citizen or a SADC citizen as well. So on to Van Zyls Pass. We're having a look at the community campsite, see what that looks like. Depending on time, we might go through the actual pass to the halfway mark, and then on from there probably the Marble Camp and the Hartman Valley, and then on to Puros. See you there. We've left Bupa Falls early as it's going to be yet another long day's drive. We're heading south down the C43 or D3700 towards Van Zyls Pass and then the Marion Falls. Trucks for Africa is estimating that it's going to take 7 hours to do 207 kilometers. Out of the valley, where the river takes us far away from home. The roads are pretty good for the first few kilometers. Around me, but there's nothing but the breeze and the great unknown. Leave your worries and your suitcase. All you don't need, nothing but you. So don't throw your hopes down a wishing well. Let your heart's desire carry you. Come and sail with me to the open ocean, where you don't have to dream because there's you. It's a very scenic route, but the roads are getting pretty bad right now.
It started to get a bit rough now. It was good all the way from Epupa for about 80 k's, and now it's gotten rough, so we're about to let down tires.
Yeah, very nice. I like the fact that you go from a big track down to a two-spoor, and it looks like we've left the villages, and yeah, looks like there's some exciting stuff coming up. That is an understatement. I usually air down to around 2 bar on gravel roads and 1.5 bar when it gets tough. We use Indeflate to air up or down 2 tires simultaneously. It's getting fairly technical now, to the point where you actually need a spotter. Tire placement is really important as there are some really nasty sharp rocks. You definitely should not attempt this route without a 4x4 with good ground clearance and low range. This section is particularly tricky with a trailer, but luckily Ed's an old hand at towing.
I'll tell you when to turn your front. Okay, your trailer's on the right line. Trailer's on the right line. It's going to go down now. Front tires are fine. Okay, trailer's coming down. Yeah, turn you. Okay, you're going to turn just now, like literally 10 centimeters. Gotta go.
We do pick up a puncture with all these sharp rocks. And it's on the sidewall just for added fun.
Push.
We get it patched for now, and we're on our way again.
Good. Good. Okay, coming down, coming down. Okay, good. Stop.
It's starting to get dark. It's been a long day already, and we're tired, but this road just keeps delivering. We're now going up a section aptly named Heartbreak Hill.
Good.
We're finally all at the top after about 2 hours.
Yes, please! Oh man, well done, Ed. I know you were scared, bro, but I had faith in you, my man. Well done, Eddie! My man, first Land Cruiser with an Echo 5 up Heartbreak Hill. Wow, what a day! What a day! Well done, Chris.
Thanks,
Well done, Eddie.
Thanks, boys.
We made it.
Group hug.
Group hug.
Turns out going down the other side is just as bad though.
Chris wants to move.
Yeah, that's better.
It's truly another ball game entirely driving off-road at night. Also doesn't help that it's 34 degrees Celsius even though it's already 8 p.m. We finally make it to camp around 9 p.m. It's yet another early morning as we still need to get through the infamous Van Sales Pass today. Came in really late at the Van Sales Pass community campsite last night. It took us 13 hours to do 65 kilometers. We ended up on the D3707 for some reason, and it turned out to be a very gnarly road. It's I think it's worse than Van Sales Pass, to be honest. So we got in really late. A few images of what the campsite looked like. The camps at Van Sales Pass community campsite are pretty nice bush camps. The ablutions are very basic, but do have hot water donkey boilers and flushing toilets. There just wasn't any water, unfortunately. Otherwise, the sights aren't bad. We're finally hitting Van Sales Pass today and hopefully ending up at Marble Camp. It's a 75-kilometer drive. Easy, right? Van Sales Pass itself is only 15 kilometers or 9 miles long, and you have to drive it east to west downhill. It's not to be underestimated though, as it's known as the toughest road in Namibia, with steep gradients, sheer drops and nasty sharp rocks. Van Sales was built in 1965 and it took Ben Van Sales and 20 men 4 months to complete it by hand. It's not long before the fun starts. You need a high clearance 4x4 with low range and a spotter for a number of sections on this pass. Some of the off-camber angles are quite scary.
Slowly.
There are quite a few sheer drops off the sides as well. We also meet a couple from Israel, Ben and Noah, who joins us for the rest of the pass. It was great meeting you guys. We are already seeing signs that things don't always go to plan on this road. We eventually reach the viewpoint though, and the views of the Marion Falls below are spectacular. As tempting as it might be to camp here, I don't recommend it unfortunately. We had at least one first-hand account of people being robbed while they camped here. It's also late afternoon again, so we gotta get moving. We're heading for the last stretch now, and it turns out it's a doozy. Depending on the conditions, expect some rock backing on this section.
My man Chris, how do you say it's nothing worse than we've done before?
That's bad. It's not that bad. Is it?
It's bad, Chris. Oh man, it's bad.
There are also some clear signs over the edge that you need to be careful here. You can only pack so many rocks, so let's go.
When you line up now, yeah, you're aligned, everything is aligned. This last stretch is probably the toughest of the lot. There's some gnarly corners, slippery downslopes you have to navigate, and there's two cars that's rolled down here, so the threat's really real, right? So, but careful, slowly, spotter, should be okay. Solid axle. Yeah.
Solid axle for this stuff is 21.
Sehr fliegt boys. Get next in your way, Get next in.
With Noah driving down, we've all made it through this tough section. Again, I think just take it really slow and look at your spotter. Don't, because a lot of it you just can't see. There's this one section where you're going around the corner. It's really important to look at the spotter here because you can literally go down the other side. Your vehicle needs to be in good order for you to do this trail. Bad brakes, that's an ender. So.
Stop there, Chris.
The end's in sight. Well, almost.
Chris, how does it feel, Chris? You're at the bottom, man.
Oh, I'm tired. I just tore my pants.
Oh man, that's the biggest problem you've got.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think I've torn ligaments in my knee, bro.
I think that's the most walking I've done in years, eh?
Do you feel like doing it tomorrow morning?
Yeah, let's go.
That's the biggest lie I've ever heard. But good achievement, eh? Well done, my man. You made it. Well done, brother.
Gents, we did it.
We did it. How do you feel? Well done, Eddie.
Well done. Thanks for the help, boys.
Hey, my man, overlanding escape. Another one ticked.
This was a very long day. It took around 9 hours to do 12 kilometers. We're now entering the Marion Falls. This has to be one of the most scenic places I've ever seen. It's getting late and we still have a few kilometers to go. noteworthy landmark here is Roydrom. I'll put a link in the description to a post explaining the historic significance. I also make a bit of a navigational boo-boo here. That evening, things would start to go wrong, but that's a story for next time. In the next episode, quite a few things go wrong. We see yet more unbelievable scenery. And we finally start to see wildlife.